been too long.
You
What up,
shouldn't have
what up,
left
what up?
you without a dope beat to step two, step two, step two, a step two, pick a step two. Mm.
Hey, she still got it. She
Thank
still
you.
got
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Y'all, we are back. Welcome, welcome back to Do Not Listen to Me. And it's still the same. Don't listen to us. It might not be in your best interest, but we be spitting some real stuff. We just wanted to come back for the new year. Happy New Year, sis.
Happy New Year, sis.
And for the
Wow, 2025.
yeah,
What's going
2020,
on in the world today?
a lot. That's why we had to come back.
Yes,
Well, I guess I
so
will
true.
introduce myself for those who don't know me. I am Almisa, and this is my little sister.
Hello. Hello.
Man, 2025 is here, y'all. How
Yeah.
y'all
Happy New Year
feeling?
to you guys. Hopefully you all are having a good start to your new year. I guess you guys can just chime in and let y'all know. Oh, brother. Is this brother or is this the old man? I don't know. They have the same.
You know what? One in the same, baby. One in the same.
Well, welcome,
Thanks
family.
for joining, brother or old man. One of them.
Yeah. Okay, y'all know nothing has changed. So first things first, sis, what's the drink in your cup?
Get
Please
your
tell me.
cup and pour it up. Okay,
Uh-huh,
baby?
uh-huh, uh-huh. Pop
Same
the
old,
key.
same old. So guess what? It's January. So I am
Hi there,
partaking.
Work Scout Podcast channel.
Hi there.
Hi.
I am drinking some little sparkling cider because I'm trying to do dry January. Pray for me. Oh, what's up?
Cuz yes, he let me stay. Him and Daniel let me stay at their place for New Year's. Thanks so much, cuz
Oh my goodness. That's so
I
sweet.
was working, but I was able to stay in y'all city and bring in the new year. That was so great. Oh,
Awesome.
Sister Sharon.
Sister
Yes.
Sharon. Hi, sis. Thanks for joining.
Yes. Okay, sis.
What you
Well,
drinking?
same for me. I too am doing
Hey.
dry January. So I have a little hot tea in my plant lady cup. A little yogi blueberry tea. You know how yogi has the little messages on their thing. So let me read y'all my messages. The key is I put two tea bags in my tea, okay? Because what we need flavor. Ain't no
Okay,
change in 2025.
baby.
The first one says the heart sees deeper than the eye.
Mm.
Next one says we all want to be understood, to be acknowledged, to be loved, to be
To be
loved,
loved,
to
to be
be
loved. Oh, we didn't plan that, y'all.
We're sisters.
Well, let me pour.
Oh,
I'm just
Lord.
oh, say happy you came down. That's so cool.
So yeah,
I'm
pour
I'm
up. Let's
fill
cheer.
my cup up.
Fill it to the top.
Okay,
Y'all
baby.
let us know what you're drinking for the new year. Pour your cups up and toast us. Cheers to the new year, y'all. Cheers.
Hallelujah.
Oh, won't he do it? Brought us from a mighty long way. Yummy, 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 yummy.
Yeah, tell us what y'all drinking out there,
Yeah,
okay?
let us
If
know.
y'all are participating in dry January, you know what? How often that is a bit that is a bit
It's got to
much.
be daddy.
I'm a little parched actually because I've been running and moving and shaking and moving, and so I'm probably drink this fast. Thank God it's not wine for real. But
Yeah.
do you usually do dry January?
I feel like I try every time. So I can't remember if I did it for real last year or not.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so because we went to St. Lucia in January last year. So I'm pretty sure I didn't do.
I absolutely didn't do dry January because y'all, I got this was a year ago. I got toasted. I mean, that was the last time I've been sick after drinking. I was hungover sick. And guess who was there? Prophetess Rose Myers, my mother.
Oh yeah, she
She
saw it.
saw me through.
Yeah, she was a real one for. Oh, she was a real one for that. That was so fun. I feel like that should be an annual thing. We just were talking about trying to make another international trip at the
Yeah,
end of this month. So hopefully everything goes according to plan.
it's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gotta
It
go.
will.
It's gotta go.
Let's get into what we're talking about today, though, sis.
Yeah, you know what? Really, I just wanted us to kind of recap our 2024 just briefly and catch people up on what we've been doing and why we've been missing. I think your 2024 was more um, spectacular, and which is why we haven't been able to be on this platform. But we are so grateful to be back, and it is our goal for the new year to make sure that we are going live at least once a month, maybe every other week. We're going to work out the details, but you're going to see our faces. Okay, that's the bottom line. So yeah, I think let's just recap our 2024. What you been up to?
Well, yeah, as you mentioned, so y'all know I had a I don't know. Okay, both daddy and our brother are in the daddy just wrote it's
It's
me.
me.
Okay. We okay.
That's very clear. We know
That.
we
We
know
know,
who's who.
yeah. Okay, great. Okay.
Thanks,
Sorry.
old man.
I just Thanks for the support, old man. So, yeah, as you know, I had a career change, a major career change last year, and it was not just a career change; it was a lifestyle change. I'm in my full flight attendant bag for really the best airline. I'm not gonna say because I don't want nobody trying to clock me. You know
Trying to
what I'm
pull up on
saying?
you. Exactly.
But so that's really been consuming my life, is getting adjusted to the new lifestyle as a flight attendant.
Yeah.
I just trying to maintain my relationships, trying to
Yeah.
be engaged with family. It's just, and I'm not in my 20s, I'm in my late 30s. I'll be 37 in 2 months.
Closer to
Oh.
40 than you are 30, baby.
Yes, much closer. So anyway, but yeah, being a flight attendant is great. It is challenging because I don't live in the base that I am based in. So we have I'm based in a major city, but I live in Atlanta and I have to commute. And for flight attendants, commuting means catching a flight to work.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
I have a
mhm.
crash pad in the city that I'm based in, and I just make it work. It's challenging. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that soon I'll be able to be based in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and everything will be able to be a little bit more comfortable and just coherent. I sleep in the crew lounge many nights. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm living the life of like a college student at my big age, and I'm just tired. I'm tired. But I have seen a lot of
Yeah.
cool places. I meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
I have some other career goals coming up that we'll probably talk a little bit more about later in the podcast this year. But overall, I'm grateful that I made the change. I talk to God regularly about helping me to cope with this new
Oh
lifestyle
yeah.
because
Oh
I'm
yeah.
such a homebody. But it has been very rewarding, and I am glad that
Yeah.
I made the decision to become a flight attendant. So if y'all are thinking about it, feel free. If you know anyone who's thinking about becoming a flight attendant, definitely y'all can reach out to me, ask me any questions that you want. It's for sure it's like a jarring change. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of things that I didn't know about
Mhm,
the lifestyle or about the job in general.
mhm.
And I would love to be able to, y'all let me know if that's something that y'all would like to hear more about. But until the end, that's pretty much what I've been up to.
That's awesome, man. I'm so proud of you
Thank
for
you, sis.
really just taking it on full fledged and thriving. But what would you say? And I know when I'm not supposed to be like, okay, you telling me your 2024 recap, but what would you say has been the most challenging part of that career change for you?
The lack of consistency and not like knowing when I'll be able to have time with my family and friends.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest thing. It can be very flexible, but yeah, and the number one most difficult thing is commuting to the base that I work out of. So
Yeah.
that has taken a toll on me because a lot of times if I'm off for just a day, it kind of doesn't make sense for me to come back home to Atlanta because I have to be right back to work early or whenever. So I just stay in the other city that I'm based in, and you
Mhm.
know when I'm there, it's just like I just stay in the crash pad. Crash pad is kind of like a bed, a room with a whole bunch of other flight attendants or pilots that stay there. We just need a bed for the night.
Yeah.
Um, I call it my little coming to America apartment in Queens. It is not.
Wow. To be loved. To be
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
loved.
It is nothing lavish. It's just a bunk bed on the bottom of the of the bottom floor, a shower, a toilet. And honestly, it's cool company. I will say, being around other people
Okay.
in the industry, we
Yeah.
are able to talk. You know, everyone. You know, you never know if you're going to be home for the holidays, so we put plans together. Like, okay, if we're in this city or not working for whatever, we're in a city together for the holiday. Let's do this or let's make plans for
Hmm.
that. So it can be nice, but yeah, for sure, the commute some days I just be spiraling in that doggone crew lounge. Like,
Yeah.
I can't keep living like this. I can't keep living in this crew lounge. I can't keep commuting up. I can't keep staying in this crash pad. I definitely be spiraling. And I was telling someone else, the career is so it's just odd to explain it from my personality type because I am like an introvert, but I
Yeah.
love being around my core group, my friends, my family.
Right.
So it's odd because I'm constantly around strangers,
Talking
and
to
then I'm alone. So I'll
wow.
be like around hundreds of new people, which is out of my element. And then, I'll go to the hotel and I'm just by myself, and
Dang.
yeah, with my thoughts or trying to, whatever it is I don't really hang out much on my layovers because I'm tired and
Yeah. Yeah.
elderly. So I be sleepy
You with this elderly.
when
Killing
we get to our layover in our hotel. I am tired. I be like,
Yeah.
what can I eat? Is there anything open?
Yeah. You
And
gotta
I'm going
decompress
to
after talking to
bed.
hundreds of people every day. I mean, all day. Yeah. That's a
Exactly,
lot.
exactly. So yeah, everyone that has been in this work, this field longer than me, they all say it gets easier. That like the first couple of years are really hard and shocking to your system, and I concur. So that's the biggest thing I would say to anyone who is like considering it.
Yeah.
You're Unless this is just your personality type and you just love being around strangers
Yeah.
and engaging with new people, it can take a toll on you. It can take a toll on you, and it has taken a toll on me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna stick in there because I know over time
Easier.
it'll get easier. Yeah.
Just stick beside it. And by the way, your ponytail is cute. I
Thank
like your ponytail,
you.
girl. Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
like
got
that.
it's this part sticking out. I don't know
Yeah,
what
it cute. It
type of.
cute. It real cute. I wish
Thank
I can't
you.
put no ponytail in my head. I ain't got no.
I
I
got two scoops of hair now. I put those two scoops together. Thank you.
But that's good. Well, good, good, good. I mean, for
Well,
me,
what have you been up to for? Yeah, what was some of the
same old.
main?
It's just a different day, baby. It's just a different
Okay.
day. Okay. I mean, what did I do? I put my baby girl through her second year of college. So She went back to
Ah,
school. Still helping my son, who is the oldest, raise his baby, my grandbaby. He's the love of my life. I just love him so much. Just working and just grinding and just really trying to be intentional, like you said, you kind of mentioned making sure that you stay in communication and contact and with the people that you have relationships with. I think that was a lot of my focus last year, just trying to make sure I'm connected to those that I care about the most. Because I think as time goes and you get older, you just really, I think you really start putting that into perspective. Our parents are getting older, and it's just like, okay, well, I need to make every moment count and spend all the moments that I can with those that I love and care about the most. So I was real intentional about that and plan to be even more intentional about that for the new year. But really just working, it was a busy year for me, even career wise, a lot of different changes in my company, still at the same company, and just grinding it out, trying to make some shape, baby. Still out here trying to be a millionaire, still out here, trying to create some generational wealth. So just grinding, traveling. We did a lot of traveling. We did a lot
yeah,
of traveling together this year. Actually, all of my trips except one was with you this year.
yeah,
Last year, I mean, sorry,
right. Last,
last year. So yeah,
yeah,
that's
we had
really
some
it.
good. Yeah, we did have some good trips. I forgot about one in particular. We had a good old time. What are some of the things that you do to like prioritize? Like you, how you were saying, you're trying to you prioritize like keeping your relationships nurtured,
Mhm.
and what are some of the things that you do to like, because I've noticed for sure you call me consistently just to check in, or text just to check in on me, but is that kind of like your what you try to make sure you're doing, or how do you do
That
that?
is, I mean, I am the friend that I have pretty much everybody's birthdays in my calendars to make sure that I'm able to at least reach out to them and call everybody. I'm really big on, celebrating people and, you know, I am the person that's going to reach out to just say, hey, checking in or call if I'm thinking about you. I feel like I did more of that. Like, how you'll be thinking about somebody and you'll be like, dang, I should call them. And it's kind of one of those out of sight, out of mind things. But
Hmm.
last year, I really was intentional about like, okay, if I'm thinking about somebody, when I'm on my way home, from work and I'm in traffic, let me make it a priority. Just go ahead and call them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's a hey, you don't have time. I was just thinking about you real quick. Just wanted to say hey, catch up. Um, I was able to sit and have dinner with some long time girlfriends who were my best friends since I was in fourth grade. I was able to see them a couple of times last year, which was great. It had been a while since we had been together, even though we keep in touch and communicate via text and phone, but just being intentional about having dinner with people. And me and my husband, we have one married couple that we would go to dinner with them like every other month. And so just making sure before we leave, okay, let's put it on the calendar. Like
Hmm.
that was kind of my thing last year. Like, okay, so we're here right now. Before we leave in the next 2 to 3 months,
Hmm.
let's put it on the calendar so we can make sure this is already a planned date so we can meet up. And really, one of the things that I want to start doing more is just making sure I at least, you know, have that kind of communication and sit down dinner or lunch or brunch or just, hey, let's check in at least once a quarter. That's only 4 times a
Hmm.
year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like literally, I can just call and check in, or we can schedule a time to meet up. We make time for what we want to make time for. And it was actually a gospel song I was listening to today. What is the name of it? But it basically, the song is saying we make time for everything that we want to make time for. We prioritize the things that we want to prioritize, which we should be prioritizing God, right? And for me, that means God and my relationships. So that
Yeah.
that's how I feel like I've been able to kind of continue to connect with the people that I love the most. So
That's good, man. I need to take a page out of your book for real. You're really good about keeping in touch and reaching out to people. That's like a really good
yeah,
thing. So
it's
yeah,
not
that's
always
good.
easy, but yeah.
But it is appreciated. At least I know I appreciate it. So that's that, y'all. Let us know what
Yeah.
y'all how y'all's 2024 was. If y'all have any things that were, exciting, you want to just share in the comments or on the chat. We
We
want to
want to
hear
hear
what
from you.
y'all got going on too.
Oh, so what was let me ask you this. Two things. I want to ask you two things. First
Okay.
one, what moment in 2024 stood out to you the most? It could be like culturally or
Good or bad?
good or
Or
bad.
like good? Hate to take a turn, guys, but
Do it. Do it.
obviously when our good sis Evangelist Harris,
Oh, Lord, Evangelist. Harris.
Evangelist Dr. Kamala Harris.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really don't have to, but
No,
that is what stood out.
no,
That's one of I mean,
absolutely.
it's fairly recent still, I won't say everything that I thought, but you know,
That's the moment that
we
stood out.
live, yeah, that's the moment that's it. We live in the South, and as I travel for a living, so I feel like I may have had a more
Clearer.
clear view
Yes.
of how America was gonna vote. Oh, like being
Mm,
all over the country and seeing like,
mm.
things. And it's funny because
That's
mm,
interesting.
I watch at, Netflix or whatever in Arizona and
Yeah.
wherever I am. And I would get like the political ads for that city that I was in. I'm like, dang, they able to track me. That's crazy. They knew exactly where I was at. Okay. But yeah, even just seeing posters and just talking to people. Yeah, I was like, okay, I understand how certain groups of the country felt,
Yeah.
like things would go this way, and then I was like, okay, well, I thought I was hopeful, but just
Yeah. Didn't pan out.
I didn't think I thought it would be a miracle if she
Oh,
actually would have won.
really?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, that's a good perspective to hear. I feel like that was the moment that stood out the most for me too, because I was just okay, yeah, we got this. But when you put it in perspective, I'm just in my own bubble. Like, I mean, and even smaller bubble because I'm all the way out in no man's land. So I'm not even in the city. I'm not, in different areas of even the state of Georgia to know one way or another how people are really thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that I was just stuck in my bubble. And of course, the algorithm on all of the platforms that I'm on only centers and focuses or focused around Kamala. So, of course, I'm in my mind, I'm like, yeah, we got this. But there's a whole nother world, like you're saying. So it's good to hear your perspective to be like, you know what? There are different tones in different states, different cities, different people from all shapes and sizes and colors and backgrounds. And I don't think I just don't think I was really prepared in that way. It, it definitely put things in perspective for me when it didn't pan out. But regardless of the fact, I am so proud and happy that she did that.
Me too.
She's still inspired and gave hope, and I hope it is my hope that we don't lose that spark, you know, from the people that were really really working hard and really rooting for her. Honestly, I hope that I am able to see a woman president in my lifetime.
Run.
It's just that simple.
You can win, sis. Now, one thing I know for sure, you can win. You already got the, campaign and aspect kind of down.
Okay.
You be reaching out to folks, checking in on them.
I like
You
the
can
way you
win.
think. I like the way you think.
I think so.
And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I do. Okay. I do.
Come on. You got two
But
master's
to
degrees.
no, thank
do
you.
this.
But
Oh, okay. I had to shoot my shot.
You did shoot your shot, baby. That was a long shot too. That wasn't gonna stick.
Yeah.
But no, I really hope. I mean, but if anything, if anything, we have seen a Black woman as the vice
president. Yeah.
And we've seen a Black woman as the first lady. So
Yes.
listen, I'm okay with that. I just hope that America moves a little further along and can be welcoming to the sisters as well. You got my vote. Thanks.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I think, I just hope that everyone's covered during these next several administrations and that everyone's just safe. Like there's, my biggest concern be our safety. It's a lot of crazy things going
too
on.
Much crazy stuff going on. I mean, we're just day 3 into the new year and already have had so much happen in this world.
We don't even want to get into all the sadness.
You just gotta stay prayed up. Y'all stay prayed up out there. Okay.
Major prayers up for all of y'all.
I got my oil in my purse. Ooh. I went to watch night service, baby.
Yay!
I went to watch night service, baby, and I made the kids go. The kids went. The whole family, the grandbaby, the kids, the husband, and they was passing out all. I said, you know what? This is why.
Did you get one?
I got two.
I need that extra one.
I said,
I need to rebuke that devil.
Girl, it's a whole bunch of rebuking I be doing. So I might have to go get you your own because I might need both.
You need both? Okay.
Girl, I be doing some rebuking. Look, cussing and rebuking. I be cussing them out and then I rebuke them.
In Jesus' name. Okay.
Don't listen to me. But no, I got some holy oil and I was happy about that. I was like, oh, when the last time you went to church and got some holy oil? It's been a minute for me.
I don't even know if I got it one time at Aunt's threshing floor. She used to do a threshing floor at her house and I got some of that oil. Ooh. Yeah, but it's gone. I used all of that. I've been used that up, but I need some new anointing oil.
Girl, I'm gonna give you some. Sister Rose got you too. She got you.
I need to get it. Yeah. I need to get her extra bottle for sure.
But speaking of watch night service, you said that for New Year's you was working. Where were you for New Year's?
Tampa, Florida. Okay.
And what'd you do? Who'd you see?
I went out with our cousins. I landed late, like around 11:15 at night. Uh-huh. So my cousin, he got me an Uber to our cousin's place. Our cousin recently had a baby. Yay. And I was able to and got married, so I was able to meet that cute little precious gift. She is just the cutest little thing. And she was just so sweet and chilling with old TT Low. Yeah.
A
little shimmy for the baby. It was good. So got me an Uber. I brought in the new year officially with the Uber driver. There was so many fireworks going on all around us for the Uber ride. It was
Yay.
super cool,
That's
actually. So
dope.
yeah, talk to the Uber driver. He was an eclectic gentleman in Florida. Y'all know. I won't say anything further, but it was fun. We had us a good time in the ride, and when I got to the house, the everybody was still up. No, it wasn't like a party. They were just talking, chatting,
Yeah.
watching.
The baby was up too.
The baby had taken a nap, but she had just woke up because she knew I was coming.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, she sensed it.
Okay.
So she wanted to meet me, and she woke up, and so we met. And our cousin was like, "Okay, let me give you a disclaimer. She just woke up. She might not go to you." Da 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 da. Baby came right on
Right
to
to
me,
you.
and
She
we
knew
was
her
chilling
TT.
the whole time. She was holding on to my little shirt, like, don't
Don't you
make no
try.
sudden
Don't you go nowhere.
movement. I'm staying. I'm comfortable. Now let me
I
just
love
stay here and chill.
it.
She was so precious, and it was just nice meeting his
Yay.
family. See, he lived in the Atlanta area for a long time and hasn't been in Florida too long. I think just since the pandemic. So it was nice to see that he's just got him met a beautiful wife, and her
Yay.
family was there. They reminded me of our family. They were just so loving and welcoming and fun. They were really cute. They were gassing me like, "Oh, girl, you cute,"
Cause
So
you are a girl.
it was adorable, and they were asking a ton of questions about being a flight attendant because I still had my uniform
Oh,
on.
of course. That's
I
cute.
changed, but yeah. So it was. I was so happy to be with family because, like I said, I'm either around strangers or by
Yeah.
myself, and that was my second trip back to back. So I'll be gone for like 3 days at a time,
Mhm.
working for 3 days, traveling 3 days at a time. And those 2 3-day trips were back to back. So I had one 3-day trip, slept in my crash pad that night, went back to the next 3-day trip, and I was grateful that I had a layover in Tampa so I could spend it with the family. And then the next day, I spent in San Diego, and San Diego is beautiful. But like I said, I don't be going out on my layover, so I literally just stayed in the hotel, slept, read my Bible. I'm trying to make sure I'm consistent. You trying to you were saying you prioritizing your relationship with friends. I need to add that to my list for 2025.
And God. And
But
God.
I
And
yeah, I definitely am like, I've been listening to Priscilla Shire. Oh,
oh,
she
I
just
just saw
inspires
her.
me so much.
She's such a great speaker. Like, if you want to be a speaker like anybody, I think you should. She's just great. She's phenomenal.
She's the
She's
best. I love
great.
her.
But I just saw her movie. It's on Netflix.
The Forge.
The Forge.
I
Yes.
like that. I need
It
to
was a
rewatch.
cute movie. Yes. My husband made me, he had already watched it. And then he was like, come on, you gonna sit down. We got to watch this. This is a good movie. So he
It
said
was.
it
I'm glad you
again.
liked it.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
good.
good. What did you do for New Year's? Oh
Uh,
yeah, you said you went to.
yeah, we
Yeah.
went to the down to the watch night service, and then afterwards took my behind right on home. And I did make some collard
Black eyed
greens and
peas.
black eyed peas
Mm,
and some
mm,
cornbread,
mm, mm.
to bring the new year in. That's the one thing that I feel like I do every single year at the new year. I'm always going to make some greens because green is supposed to be a reference to, you know, wealth for the new year. And black eyed peas is supposed to be for prosperity, I believe. Um,
Okay.
so that's one of the traditions that I keep every New Year. But yeah, and then New Year's Day we just kind of chilled. It was my
Okay.
off day, so literally lazed around the house and did nada. Okay, didn't clean, didn't
Oof.
cook, didn't wash, didn't do nothing.
I love that. I can't wait. I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Yeah.
Hmm, that's a good
I hope
time.
so. Mm-hmm.
That's a good time. Yeah. But speaking of that, moving on, let's talk about now that we are in 2025. And I do know that every year I saw this I saw this billboard today that said let me guess. New year, new you.
Oh, dang.
Let me guess. New year, new you. I said, come on.
Just give
You
us
can't.
yeah,
But guess what? The
yeah.
statistics show that people that make New Year's resolutions are the ones that accomplish their goals versus those that don't make New Year's resolutions. So you were
Oh.
on to something when you're doing that. Speaking of which, have you done a vision board or anything of that nature this year? And if you haven't, and that goes for those that are out there listening as well, I encourage you to do so because the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. Okay.
Yellow. That's a baka.
That's Habakkuk 2:2, I believe.
Oh
Habakkuk 2
yes.
and 2. So
That's the book.
listen, the
That's the
thing
book.
is, I really do. I probably do this throughout the year. I think I'm gonna do something different. I try to do something different every year. Okay, so I just kind of jump in and okay. So we're gonna talk about what at least the top three things that we are trying to accomplish for 2025. Why are you smelling
It's a
yourself?
spring smell on it. I've been trying to avoid this. But I'm like, who been wearing this shirt? Is
You
that
are out
me? Is that the
of
crash
control,
pad? Is that the crew lounge?
y'all.
Y'all,
Don't listen to.
stay
I'm
put.
just
That's the moral of that story. Just
we
stay
ain't been drinking.
put.
Okay,
Oh
she
yeah,
ain't
we
been.
haven't. No, I see. Let's see. Not even a hot toddy. Anyway, sorry, sis.
Listen,
It was just
okay, now pull your
coming.
shirt down because you got it all scrunched up now. There you go. You good. All right, and we're back. Um, you are crazy. You
What kind of
cuckoo for cocoa
smell
puffs.
on it, child? I'm sorry. It don't stink. It just
Well,
got. I
we
don't
can't
know. I
smell
gotta
it,
try a
so
different
I think
fragrance.
you're good.
Yeah, I think so.
We
Okay,
can't smell it.
that's true. All
But
right.
anyway,
Sorry.
um, so again, I try to do I always try to do something at the beginning of the year, even and I've even done it, well into the couple of weeks in January. So it's not too late, is what I'm trying to say. But a couple of different ideas. I've done these before. One idea, are you reading any comments down there below?
Yeah. Happy New Year, David and Audra.
David! Well, it's been a long
I
time,
know it
man.
has been good to
Happy
see
New
you,
Year
brother.
to you. It's good to see you. I hope all is well, brother.
Yes,
Yay.
yes,
So,
indeed.
a few things that I've done in the past. I feel like I try to do something different every year, but I pretty much stick to like vision boards, something where it's like a visual. So one year I did a goals jar. And I see that this has become popular now on TikTok. And I did this when I was staying in the apartments, down to the apartments when we used to be on the back patio. I still
What?
have the jar because every once in a while I go through. So what I did was I kind of just decorated the outside of the jar. And so this was in year 2020, 2017, I want to say. This was 2017. And so I took sticky notes and wrote down some of the things that I wanted to accomplish for the new year. And I just put it in the jar. And then at the end of the year, the idea is for you to go through, read the items that you put inside the jar and see how many of those things you accomplish.
Yeah. Hmm.
um, so I have done that, but you also know, in the apartment, I used to have like all the sticky notes on my mirror with all my little inspirational sayings.
Yeah.
So that kind of is what got me into, oh, let's do a little jar. But also, I've always, even with the kids, I would make them like, we would have like just a vision board. And mom has done that too with her nonprofit organization where she would get the young girls together and we would do vision boards.
Nice.
Last year, I did a prayer board, and you probably can see it a little bit over here.
Oh, nice.
And my prayer board consisted of I'll tell you the categories because I still think this is a good idea and I'm going to keep it up because I love it. So you take little envelopes, right? And inside the envelopes, you put in, in every category what you want to see happen in those individual categories. So my categories was marriage, family, career, myself, friendships, finances, and then you put, everything, a little sticky note inside. And on the outside, I have like a scripture that represent each of those categories. And then in the middle, I have answered prayers. So you take, your sticky notes
Oh
out and you
man.
transport them to your answered prayer envelope, right? Well, this year I did a bingo vision board.
You're so cool.
I got it off of TikTok.
That is so
Let me
cool.
see if I have it. Let's see. I might have it. I might need to take a second once we do a little interlude, but I
Okay.
have a little bit, I created it on Canva, and it's like a little bingo where you just
Cool.
basically in each section put what you're trying to accomplish for the year. And then at the end of the year, see if you get bingo.
That is such a cute idea. I love that.
You should do one. You should do one.
I will. You know what? I actually, if you want to go look at your bingo, I'll tell them
Oh,
about talking about the envelope. Actually, that was what I was thinking of trying to do this year, y'all. Like
oh, really?
the envelope. Oh, it was right there, girl.
I know.
I
I
thought
didn't
it was.
realize I didn't realize. So look, can you see?
Yes.
So I'm gonna hang
Oh,
this
I
on my
see.
mirror.
Visit new country, pay out that run 5K, therapy, invest books, learn new language. Oh my
Girls trip.
God. Girls to attend network. Write
And then
another book.
write another book. And then
Oh,
I have little two little
Nika.
spaces, free spaces to give me some leeway. You know what I mean?
That
But
is the
I
coolest.
got my little scripture, Matthews 11:20. If you have faith of a mustard seed, you will say to the mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. Come on now.
Never.
Tell me that ain't. Tell me that ain't. That's hitting right there. So yeah, this is gonna go on my
Oh my
mirror.
Lord. I think I will do that too. That's actually super
Isn't
cute.
that cute?
Yeah.
I
I
got
like
that
the
off of
bingo.
TikTok. Yeah.
I think I'll do both, honestly. Do both the envelopes and the
You want me to show you the prayer board too?
I do kind of want to see
Okay.
that. Yeah. I would love to see the prayer board. That's just answered prayers. I think that's like so cool having a way to measure it, like tracking it.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart because I.
Uh-oh. Okay, sorry.
So can you see?
Wow.
See, I decorated it. I
That
put a
is
little
so
scripture with
nice.
every category.
Answer prayers. This is just that is just
Yeah,
I love that.
I got to do
I'm stealing both of those ideas.
Okay. Well, the
That's
thing,
what I'll be doing tomorrow
hey,
on my lazy day.
do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
True,
So I
true.
said all that to say I always go through and look at those things. Like I said, my
Hmm.
jar, my goals jar, my prayer board. And so I think, like you said, these are measurable
Yeah,
goals that you can achieve and really look back. And it's good to, reflect at the end of the year. You're like, man, I really did accomplish some things.
hmm,
Like one of the things I'm trying to make sure that I'm not, because I feel like I get way too motivated sometimes. And I'm like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. And
okay.
I have to understand that I cannot accomplish every single thing that always pops into my mind, which I would love to. But being the fact that I am a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a career woman, there are certain things that I just cannot
Hmm.
take on. So I try my best to make sure that I'm not chewing off too more than I can. I'm not biting off more than I can chew, and just giving myself some grace and knowing that even if you accomplish a few of those goals, then you're on to something.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah.
that's all I got.
That's super cool. What are some of your, do you care to share some of your, oh, well, you did the bingo card. Okay. Or do you want to elaborate on any of the things that you wrote down? What makes that important to you to accomplish?
Yeah. Honestly, I should put on my bingo card stop cursing, because I be cursing
Oh,
a lot.
you be cursing?
I actually just pulled an old man and almost shot a double bird on somebody today. On Boy, people out here do not know how to drive. It be stressing me out. It be stressing me out. I
Women
need some
drivers.
women. You got to watch out for the women drivers,
Yeah,
and don't take
mainly.
offense to that, women. We're women, but
So,
either way, um, I really do like cursing. It just comes
okay.
naturally. But
You feeling convicted about it?
no, I just
Oh.
maybe you okay, let me tell you why I'm feeling convicted about it. Because I got a
Mhm.
4-year-old running around now. And if I said to you earlier, what the F, and I actually said the F, just the F, the actual letter F, and he said, ooh, he knows that that is insinuating that I am going to curse. So I think the conviction comes, it plays into, okay,
Yeah.
there's a 4-year-old
Hmm.
and he's picking up on words, and we just gotta be more careful. I just gotta be more careful.
To
I
be
ain't had
more.
no babies in a long time, and I'm used to just freely, I mean, my kid's big. If I want to cuss them out, I can cuss them out. But I can't do that no more because I got a 4-year-old running.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll more on that later, I guess. We'll see if you got
We'll
to
see how that works out. Yeah.
wrap
But
it up on the best front.
really, I really want to focus on creating another source of income,
Hmm.
because I mean, listen, I feel like I just be dreaming and trying to, like, to the umpteenth power. And you know why? Because I know it's achievable. I just ain't achieved it just
Yeah.
yet, maybe, but I know it's achievable. So I
Right.
really want to create another source of income, and work on building generational wealth for my children and my grandkids. That's two. Really, cursing isn't one of them. I mean, it is, but it isn't. That's just a goal. But one is creating another source of income, and creating generational wealth. And two is promoting, myself and some of the things that I've already done thus far. And I know that if I do that, then I'm on the right track of creating that extra and additional income and creating generational wealth. So,
Hmm.
just promoting the things that I've done, and some of the things that I'm working on for the near future. We're working on
Yeah.
as a family collaborative in the near future. Just really putting myself out there, and not just, oh, okay, well, I did this, and okay, you did this, but you haven't let a lot of people know, you haven't promoted it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the hardest part for me. I'll tell people about it and I'll talk about it, in passing, but I'm not like consistent with it. So I want to be more consistent in that area.
That's good. Yeah, because you really do have a lot of cool stuff going on. Speaking of promoting, you have a cookbook that you just came out with.
I did. You want to see that too?
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all, Nisa, if y'all not following Nisa on TikTok, this woman is doing it big.
Look at this, guys. This is the author's version book, so you won't have this little line right here, but this is on Amazon. It is weekday delights, quick and delicious recipes for busy moms, but you don't have to be a busy mom. Lauren's not a mom. She's busy.
I am busy. I'm a busy aunt.
Yeah. And on the back it says cooking isn't just a skill, it's a love language that speaks volumes without saying a word. With love.
Get your book. And you have a digital version too. You can get a paperback or digital.
Yep. Paperback or digital. You can go to Amazon, look up Alnisa Myers, and you'll see some of the other books that I have on there. Two to be exact, my little coloring books. But if you want to get this book, you can get it e-version for $5. You can get it on Amazon, the actual paperback for $13. So support your girl. I took the price down a little bit.
Support.
Support your girl.
Yeah, and I'm not saying this just because it's my sister. I really do be trying recipes.
Okay.
But no, really, I
You
call
do.
you
You do.
regularly, sis. Now tell me this part. Lisa's an incredible cook. She cooks with love. That's the
I
secret ingredient.
do. I cook with love. Now I ain't claiming to be no chef, y'all. I just cook how I cook. Okay. I like what I like. I eats what I eats. Okay. But I
A
do
lot
love
of
to
people like
cook.
your cooking. So
Well, I really do love to cook. I do. And so my TikTok is dedicated to my cooking videos. So you can
what's your
always
TikTok?
I'm pretty sure it's Al Myers, possibly. Let's check it out and
Oh,
see.
geez.
You know I'm old. I don't know. See, turn it down. Yeah, it's at Alnisa. It's at Alnisa
And let me
Myers.
delete that.
Alnisa Myers Myers. So yeah, that's my cooking channel and
What'd I do?
on Tickety Tickety Talk Talk.
I'm trying to Alnisa Myers on TikTok. Okay, y'all. Well, yeah, go follow Nisa for your this layout just changed somehow. I
It
don't know what
did.
I
It
did,
got closer, but
but
it's all
I'm
good.
not mad at it.
Y'all
It's
want to be
all
Alabama,
good. So that's good. And I have gotten inspired by all of these entrepreneurs in my life. So I feel that's one of the things that I'm doing for this year is um stepping out and trying to get into my entrepreneur bag. I kind of feel like part of the reason why this career change has been uncomfortable is so that I can push myself to do that. I've
Mm-hmm.
been doing hair since I was like literally in middle school. People would come
Yes.
over and pay me to do their hair. So
Yes.
I talked it out with my family, an idea that I have for some hair ventures. I'll share at a later date.
I can't wait.
um, but
Y'all are
I
gonna be
am.
so proud of her.
I hope it works out. I'm praying. I feel like God is giving me confirmation. I'm, doing more research than I've ever done, taking it more serious than I ever have. So I'm hopeful, prayerful that, by the summer of this year, everything will be nice and out, and, we'll have some more entrepreneur things to celebrate. But in addition to that, for 2025, one of the things that I have been praying about is honestly is ministry. And I'm just a church kid at the end of the day, and trying to like figure out what am I supposed to be doing as far as ministry is concerned, and not in like the traditional where am I supposed to be serving in the local church, but more like
Yeah.
how is my life supposed to be used for ministry? Like everything that I've experienced, am I
Mm-hmm.
supposed to use that like on a small scale where, I maybe just talk to other women that have kind of gone through similar things? Do I need
Yeah.
to write more music? Is it gonna play a role into my new entrepreneurs endeavor where I'm able to connect with women that way? Just,
Mm-hmm.
or all of the above. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure like everything that I just want to make sure like my life is I'm pouring out everything that I'm supposed to pour out into the world in a way that God will be pleased and in a way that He's
Amen.
purposed. One of the things that I recently was watching Priscilla Shire, and she was saying she asked this older, like almost like a giant in the faith and in ministry. I can't remember his name, but someone that she really respected. She said, like, a couple of decades ago, he came and ministered at her church when she was young, and she got a chance to sit next to him after his sermon, and she asked him, like, how do you know when you're in God's will? And he said, she said, you know, she was expecting for him to say this like super profound thing, you know, like super, super profound. And he was like 70 something at the time. She said that he told her, you know, honestly, most of the times I don't really know until hindsight. You know, I can look back and see, okay, that was I made the mark on that time, or okay, I was a little off, and he learns basically how he's supposed to go forward in the future by looking back on some decisions in the past. And that really, really, really resonated with me as
Yeah.
just like a perfect example of faith. I think a lot of times my prayer be like, God, am I supposed to do this? You know, give me a
Yeah.
straight answer. Like, do I need to do this?
Period. Yes or no, God? Yes or no?
Straight up. I don't want
Don't
no.
sugarcoat it. Don't
Yeah.
sugarcoat
Give it to me straight, no chaser. Thank you. And hearing that, like, it made me feel like, yeah, no, God really just wants me to have faith.
Yeah.
Even if I make a move, if I feel it impressed on my heart, if it's something that I feel strongly about, and I'm not just going at every chance, something that I'm really diligent about pursuing, and, you know, taking the measures, including him on the journey, I think it's okay to just step out sometimes on faith,
Yeah.
even if you don't have like a yes, Lauren, from the
Direct.
Lord. Yeah,
Right.
sometimes it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, I will open this door, I'll open this door, I'll impress it on
Absolutely.
your heart to do something with this, and then just do it. If I'm
Yeah.
the question I have is ministry. Like, how am I supposed to be used for ministry? I don't think God is sitting here like, obviously I know certain things that I have gifts with, so I don't think he would be like,
Exactly.
absolutely no, don't do that, or yes, yes, yes. You know, it's like, okay, let me just try some things, include him on the journey, and when I look back, I'll know, okay, that really, I'm glad that I made
Yeah.
that decision, or oh, okay, next time I'll try to come at it from another angle. So
Yeah.
I know
That's
that was
good,
kind of
sis.
long-winded, but those
No,
are the
that's
two things
really good.
that I
Thank you
think
for sharing
of.
that. I love that so much. I think that's the perfect way to sum it up. I mean, honestly, yeah, that's something that we all should, you know, strive to. What is it? And I know I struggle with that as well, especially when, you know, you go to church and like you said, we're church kids and we were raised with serving in ministry. And so
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to church and I'm sitting in the pews and I ain't doing nothing.
Okay.
And girl, the last time I went to church, and it was in December, and the pastor I had the nerve to say, he convicted me. He was like, you know, even if you all serve once a month, he was talking to the members, but I've been going to this church for well over a year, and I haven't really.
Okay.
I really, really, I know. I
Mm.
really, really like the church, but he was saying, you know, he was talking about ministry and he has a good word. He's a young pastor. Him and his wife are just so great. But he was like, you know, if you serve once a month, you know, and I was like, oh God, that what you want me to do? Okay. So
Yeah.
I think that's something that I am trying to make sure that, you know, I do better at also in the new year. Where
Mhm.
do you want me to be, Lord Jesus? You know, where do
Yeah.
you want me to be? Because I'll do community service. I do community service like once a month. But is that really what God wants me to do?
Yeah.
You know, am I reaching people? Am I doing his will? And so yeah, that's why I got to stay in prayer. That's why I'm on this dry January.
Correct. Correct.
Correctamundo.
But anyway,
That's
we
my
got to
duo.
what?
My what is it? The duo language?
Oh Lord. That's your new language for the year. Okay. That's great.
Duolingo.
That's
Duolingo.
excellent.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Either way, this has been fun.
This has been fun. I'm glad that we was able to make it happen. I'm glad that y'all chimed in and came sit with us one time for the two times for 2025.
Oh,
You know,
I like that saying.
I
One time for the
like
two, time for the 2025. I like
it.
that.
Thank you, sis. Any final words? Don't you usually have a words of wisdom or something? I
I
forgot. How does this podcast go, y'all? I don't remember.
no, I was gonna do words of wisdom, but I think I'll just read this quote again because I really want people to like let it resonate with your spirit. And we already talked about write the vision, make it plain, right? What's that?
Yes. Habakkuk
Two or two,
2 and
two,
2.
two or two, right? So you know
Mhm.
that one. The second one is Matthew 11 and 20. If
Yes.
you have faith of a mustard seed, you will say to the mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. That is my inspirational
I love it.
of the day. Yay.
That's great. Thank you, sis.
Oh, thank you,
Happy New
sis.
Year again.
Happy New Year, everyone. We hope to see you all really soon. We will be sharing some information on the next time we'll go live, and we will try our best to let you know well in advance so it's not a surprise. But for y'all to have heard about it in such short notice, y'all came through. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand clap,
Yeah.
okay?
We love y'all.
Please, we love you.
And we'll see y'all next time. Bye
Bye.
bye.